Hello, everybody. I would like to tell you how cake taught me how to live. So, when I think about my life or how people perceive my life, it seems pretty adventurous or eccentric or alternative, or some people call me a hippie, some people call me, rebel rouser, whatever, all these things that people call me. It's all coming from the same place of like, what you're doing is against the rules, or what you're doing we don't know where you got that idea from. I am living right now nomadically. I move from place to place. I got a Subaru. I'm traveling with my cat, and there's not really a plan. And there's a lot of great moments about that. There's a lot of great things to that. But there's also a lot of questions around that as well, where people have, how am I happy? How do I have relationships? Where do I shower? All these like big questions and little questions. And what I realized throughout my travels the past 8 months is that it's a beautiful, beautiful life to live. And there's also foundational stuff that's missing. And that's, I think, where people are asking questions from of like, isn't it lonely? Isn't it scary? How do you know where, like all of that? It's because they're talking from the place of cake. Okay, I'm going to explain it. Cake is a food that we eat unless you're gluten free, and then you eat gluten free cake. Cake is a food that we eat, and it's and there's ingredients to it. I'm just hearing myself. I sound like I'm drunk right now. There's ingredients to cake. You got your flour, you got your eggs, you got your vanilla, you got your chocolate, you got your butter, whatever you want to put in there. I have spent so much of my life making sure that my chocolate is like the finest chocolate that there is. I have made sure that those eggs are pasteurized. I've made sure that the vanilla is like the purest vanilla from like Madagascar. Whatever it was, I've been so focused on the most the things that people taste, the flavor are deep and rich and expansive and eccentric and just have a lot of layers to it. But there's this whole other thing called flour. Flour is the base of the cake. And flour is something that everybody needs for a cake to be a cake. So when I was thinking about my life and I had this aha moment realizing that I never valued flour before. I never appreciated it because I was spending so much of my time and energy developing the other ingredients or the ingredients that people taste. So when people would meet me, there would be this impression that, I would give off all these impressions and projections, honestly, of who I am, adventurous or open minded or, like crazy, whatever projections people wanted to give me. But I personally never realized how important flour was. That it's not just the additions and the toppings, but it's really the content or the consistency or the commitment. And that's something that I've been learning on the Eco Village of like showing up daily, doing boring tasks, chores, bills, taxes, all those things. Those are the flowers. Those are the flowers of our life. Friday markets, Sunday services. Like kind of creating a beauty to the mundane has been my learning in the past 8 months. Ironically, as I'm traveling in my car with my cat, I have learned the gorgeousness of having a routine and having friendships and making boundaries that are really beautiful and reflect a higher level of self-worth that also eradicates a lot of drama. And without drama, life can be a little bit, I don't want to use the word boring, but there's less drama. Um, and it's surprising to me how much I like it because now there's more time and more spaciousness and more clear-headedness of just what would make this moment even better. And it's tea, or what would make this moment even better. And it's reading, and what would make this moment even better. And it's going to bed at 9 p.m. And it's been really amazing. So think of your life. You might be somebody who's totally great on flour and you might need some more chocolate frosting. You might need to go on a weekend trip or say yes to the next invitation you have, even if you're not really in the mood. Or you might be somebody with all the frosting in the world, but you got no flour. So think about yourself and your life and your recipe of who you are. What's missing? What do you need to cultivate more of? What do you need to maybe raise the quality for? It's really simple to have a beautiful life. It's just, it's cake. It's nice. Anyways, I'm wishing everybody a great week and have a wonderful day.